right, enough Champions League final. How about some quick hits instead?
Let's go, Gab.
Quick hits, of course, brought to you by Gusto. Gusto is your small business partner for payroll, benefits, and so much more. Get started for free at gusto.com. Arne Slot has been relieved of duty as coach of Liverpool. Jules, I'm a little confused here. It wasn't that long ago that the club briefed everybody that Slot was staying, and some of the recruitment guys, in fact, might be going. Remember, Richard Hughes was learning Arabic and everything off to Saudi. Was this all some clever misdirection on the part of the club, or did they change their mind?
I think they were still going through with the process, if you want, of reviewing the season and the 2 seasons under Slot. I think they had to show support in a way because the season was not over and they were chasing that 5th place in the Champions League, which was not given and not guaranteed at all. I think that was the idea. As you know, I've always been, for the last few weeks only, repeating that for me, there was no... Arne Slot was just not good enough to deserve a 3rd season at the club. That a lot of the mistakes that he made this season just showed his limitation. And I think he's a really nice guy. I think he's a good coach. He's just not good enough for me for a club like Liverpool. So I can understand why, whether they changed their mind or not, it doesn't matter so much. I think they got in the end at the right decision.
I think it does matter because I wonder now about the process. I'm guessing because the people at FSG are smart. Mike Gordon is a very clever guy. I'm guessing that what happened is they said, okay, Edwards, Richard Hughes, Slot, you guys all do reviews of your own. Tell us what you think went wrong. You can do them together. You can copy off each other if you like. And then we kick them upstairs to FSG. And then Mike Gordon and the smart people read them, maybe even some independent people, and we decide how to go forward. Because everybody assumes Richard's staying because Iraola is now coming in and they work together at Bournemouth. Maybe. I mean, I think Richard's exceptional, even though I think he made some mistakes.
Yeah.
But this review cannot be conducted by Edwards. Like, Edwards must be under review. Richard Hughes must be under review. So all of them. And this review clearly was done with Mike Gordon and FSG at the top leading it. You can't just these people reviewing themselves.
I don't think anybody said that FSG was not involved, though.
If you read some of the papers today, including the one I used to write for it, it reads as if Edwards and Hughes decided this. Edwards and Hughes felt that. Edwards and Hughes felt that Slot had blah, blah, blah. It sounds like they're the ones who made the decision.
Were definitely
exactly.
Anthony Iraola, as you just mentioned, Gabby, fresh off leaving Bournemouth, will reportedly start formal talks soon with Liverpool. Not that long ago, your money would have been on a different Basque manager, right?
And this is another one of those questions I would love to ask. So, you know which Basque manager? His name is...
Xabi Alonso.
Oh, no, it was Mikel Arteta. It was Unai Emery. There's so many of them! No, it's obviously Xabi Alonso, right? Somebody needs to explain... Oh, by the way, Xabi Alonso and Iraola have the same agent, which is kind of funny to me. I don't understand why, if you're going to change managers, why Xabi Alonso wouldn't have been top of your list. Maybe he was. Maybe something went wrong. At some point, they need to explain why Xabi Alonso ended up at Chelsea and not at Liverpool ahead of Iraola. I find that aspect of it, I know they're different people.
Yeah,
like I said,
prefer Iraola.
Would you prefer Iraola to Xabi Alonso? Who would you prefer?
For example, if you didn't like a back 5 or back 3, like Xabi still more often than not does, why not?
I love Iraola, but for all the history, for all the ties there, for the fact that Xabi...
I'm with you, but maybe they have a different view.
More Liverpool, more mystery. Ibrahima Konate told us he was close to an agreement not that long ago. We said it.
Yeah.
And on the first day of the season, when Salah and Robbo are saying goodbye, he acts as if he's staying.
Yeah.
Right? You couldn't tell that he was leaving.
No.
And now, all of a sudden, we find out that he's gone as a free agent. What happened?
Yeah, no agreement, Gabi. I don't know if the goalpost moved and who moved them, if they kept moving or not.
We know it wasn't Arne Slot.
No, definitely not. It will be one camp or the other. Like, it looks to me like financially there was too much difference between what they thought they could agree on and what in the end somebody wanted or didn't want to give. And that's the problem again. He's 27. His season was not very good. Like the teams won. It's not just him. But I think there will be also a lot of clubs will be after him as a free agent. I really believe that.
Again, clubs briefing, the same one. They said that, they're going to buy 2 forwards, presumably one to replace Salah and one to hold down the fort until like Ekitike returns. No mention of the defender. Surely that can't be right. Surely you cannot
You've
go
got Xhaka
into.
coming already, and Leone is fit, so there's that. No, but there's that. I'm not saying that this is enough. I'm just saying there's that already.
Yeah, I would
So-
find that really, really extraordinary
They won't
if
start
they
the
do that
season
with just
them
those
two
three.
and Van Dijk, and I don't know what Joe Gomez
And Joe
situation
Go.
is.
He's got
Yeah,
another
I don't
year.
know what yeah.
Oliver Glasner is a man in demand, Jules. He's reportedly weighing up interest from both Milan and Bayer Leverkusen, where poor old Kasper Hjulmand is on his way out.
Yeah, and they thought they could get Iraola. Not anymore, because as we said, he's going to go to Liverpool. I think both are very interesting. Both are very different. But I'm happy because he deserves a big club. And if Glasner does pick Milan, Gabi, he won't get the chance to work with Rafael Leao.
This is funny because this to me strikes me as Leao saying, I've had enough, rather than Milan saying, let's cash in on Leao, because he came out, he says, everybody has dreams and challenges they want to face. My ambition is a new challenge in a different league. You know, if this were to happen, I'd be happy, which this sounds like what the tabloids here used to call a come and get me, please.
Absolutely.
But, Jules, what kind of market does he have at
I don't know,
this
it's
stage?
not enough for the release clause of 125 million or whatever. It
Oh,
is.
sure as
Nobody-
heck isn't going to be anything like
Yeah.
that. But I think Milan hope you have a good World Cup and so on. Maybe you can recoup some of the money, even though he's got a big contract.
Atletico Madrid are being linked with a move for Tijani Reinders. Gab, does this make sense to you?
No, it doesn't make sense for me unless I would have thought Tiani Reinders would be a good fit for Maresca. I don't know that he's a player that Atleti necessarily need, that kind of high energy break into the box guy. We've seen Diego Simeone has no problem having more players than he necessarily has spots for, and then figuring it out as and when. But also, if is he going to play 4-4-2 next year? Is he really a 4-4-2 guy? Well, you're going to play Barrios and him, and then where does Coque fit in? And you got Cardozo there too. I don't know. I hope Reinders stays. I really like Reinders, even as a squad player at City.
Yeah, I agree.
If you're going to be a squad player at Atletico Madrid, you'd rather be a squad player at City. I would have thought. Manchester City's women complete the double in England, beating Brighton in the FA Cup final, Jules.
Yeah, massive win, 4-0. They won the league for the first time in 10 years. We said that a few weeks ago, and now they do the double. They were the best team by far in the WSL this season. Great goal from Khadija Shaw again, and Bernie Shaw signing a new deal recently.
Is she the best center forward at City?
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, Erling Haaland.
Yeah, exactly. You can have that, Erling Haaland. And she got bigger trophies than you this season too. Her new deal is a huge news, obviously, for City. It'd be very interesting to see what they do in the Champions League, for example, next season as well. But for Brighton, take nothing away. Great season for them. They're really on the way up. They're doing something really good with their women's team, and I think they will get stronger and stronger.